Yes, we have, because when we looked at the house, we looked at all the pinch points in the house, and one of them was the narrow doorway and stairs up to the upstairs gallery. So we just took the decision, at least for the opening, few weeks, we would close the upstairs of the manor house completely. Um, and so we've brought the solar art gallery, or a distilled version of the solar art gallery, which is in the eastern gallery of the manor house, which makes it sound enormous, but it's actually it's the eastern room of the manor house, and bring it downstairs. A distilled version of that is going to be in the house body. It also provides us with a sort of a system where we could create the one-way system in the downstairs of the house. So we've borrowed some screens from our key partners, Ilkley Arts, to build a sort of almost like a structure in the middle of the house body, which allows us to hang art, make it look beautiful, but also allows us to create a one-way system. So that's probably the biggest thing. Though we've had to take all the things away that normally the kids, our younger visitors, play with, but we are going to give them a giveaway activity bag, which we will give to them, obviously seeking a donation, but we will give it away to people, that has things like crayons and chalk, so they can chalk on the courtyard. There'll be puzzle trails, colouring books, which a local artist has created for us. So activities they can do, both probably not in the manor house so much, because obviously that whole thing about interrupting the flow of people walking around, but they could do in the courtyard or take home and do. Had a Zoom meeting with our volunteers last night. Obviously we've been keeping in contact with them, but we brought them together last night just to talk about the plans for reopening and what their concerns were. And we wanted to seek their views about cleaning, face coverings, all these sort of things. And that was really, really positive. It was really quite uplifting for me, because they were obviously so appreciative that, we were working hard to open the house again. I think there are some of our volunteers who are in the older age group who I think will be very cautious about coming back. And certainly our volunteer coordinator has a degree of concern, again, about the consistency of being able to cover the manor house every weekend with volunteers may become an issue. And that's why for September, the plan is that it will be run by the trustees and the staff members, and only using volunteers where we absolutely have to bring them in. And we're just going to see how it goes. I suppose it would be about giving things a go, because I do think at the moment, the community and our visitors will be quite forgiving about things not being perfect. I mean, obviously you need to make sure it's safe. I mean, I'm not saying being completely cavalier about what you're doing, but I think you could give things a go. And if they don't work, you could just say, look, we've tried this, it just didn't work. I think the public will understand that. And so I think it really is a time to try new things, maybe things you've thought about but thought, oh no, that's going to be a bit tricky. I would just give them a whirl.